prestige based on their career longevity, philanthropic endeavours, and lasting contributions to society. Out of 1.5 million biographies, only a small percentage is selected for the Albert Nelson Marquis Lifetime Achievement Award. Among that prestigious group, a handful are chosen to represent Marquis in the Wall Street Journal. It is our great pleasure to present one of them here, Franklin D. Schurz Jr. Initially involved in journalism, Mr. Schurz began his career as an executive assistant with the South Bend Tribune in 1956. He remained in this position for 4 years before contributing to the Morning Herald and Daily Mail in Hagerstown, Maryland as an assistant publisher from 1960 to 1962, publisher from 1962 to 1970, and editor from 1966 to 1970. Following this tenure, Mr. Schurz returned to the South Bend Tribune, serving as director from 1971 to 1976, secretary from 1970 to 1975, associate publisher from 1971 to 1972, editor and publisher from 1972 to 1982, executive vice president from 1975 to 1976, and president from 1976 to 1982. Mr. Schurz pursued a formal education at Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts, earning a Bachelor of Arts in 1952. While working on his undergraduate degree, he enlisted in ROTC and he was later commissioned into the U.S. Army Reserve's artillery, serving to the ranks of a second lieutenant and captain in the span of just a decade. During this time, Mr. Schurz continued attending his alma mater, obtaining a Master of Business Administration in 1956. Following his military service, he returned to Harvard University to complete an advanced management program in 1984. Doctor of Humane Letters from Indiana University, Bloomington in 2015. And this was wrote about Mr. Schurz. Dedicating himself to his local community, Mr. Schurz has obtained and contributed much of his time to a variety of civic efforts. He served on the board of regents for St. Mary's College in Indiana from 1977 to 1983, acted as the chair of Indiana Arts Commission from 1979 to 1981, and participated on the Advisory Council for the College of Arts and Letters at the University of Notre Dame from 1972 to 2003. Appointed president of the South Bend and Mishka Area Chamber of Commerce for 2 years. Mr. Schurz went on to serve on the board of directors for the Indiana Endowment for Educational Excellence, Inc. from 1987 to 1990 and the President's Council of Indiana. University Bloomington from 1988 to 1994. Most recently, he was a trustee of the Culver Educational Foundation and American Museum of Fly Fishing in 2017 and has served as an elder for the Presbyterian Church in Bozeman, Montana since 2018. Having been involved with malicious professional organizations throughout his career, Mr. Schurz has received many honors and accolades. He was presented with a Presidential Award of Merit by the National Newspaper Association in 1965 and the Frank Rogers Award for the Rotary Club of South Bend in 1980. Furthermore, he was the recipient of the Achievement Award for the American Women in Radio and Television in the Lifetime Achievement Silver Award from the Michiana Club, the Chuck Sherman Television Leadership Award, and the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Casey Award for the University of Minnesota. Looking forward to the future, Mr. Schurz aims to maintain his health and help others, working with younger members of the family.